I'm Izzy, and this is Dizzy Quilts and Sews. Welcome to episode 22 of Hashtag Friday Sews. As always, a big thank you to Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room, who is the creator, instigator of this hashtag where YouTube vloggers basically talk to you about what's been going on in our sewing room. The hashtag has allowed me to meet a ton of absolutely wonderful people. So I highly encourage you, if you've not done so yet, to use the hashtag in YouTube's search bar and find a bunch of really interesting vloggers. So as I said last week during my Friday Sews video, I'm on vacation. Woo-hoo. And I've had a very productive week in the sewing room. I've also done other things, obviously, but during the evenings and early mornings before we get started with our day, I've been spending a lot of time in the sewing room. So I finished 3 things this week. One is a continuation of last week's Friday Sews. So you might remember I made a Kineton dress muslin last week, which, yeah, I did not really like. But some of you gave me such brilliant feedback and suggestions to try and make it work a little bit better for me. So I made a sash. I made a 2-inch sash for it, like a belt, to see if I would like that better. And I really did. I don't know why. It just changed the whole look of the muslin for me, even though it was this really ugly gray sheet. With the sash, I liked the dress a lot better. So I decided to just go for it. I pressed my fabric, my good fabric, and made a few adjustments to the pattern. I basically extended the bodice by 1.5 inches, just so that there would be extra fabric to make it look as though my waist was cinched in a little bit more. I did a 1/2 inch narrow shoulder adjustment because the sleeves were falling off my shoulders a little bit. And I added some volume to the skirt, which basically means that I graded. So instead of a straight size 18, I graded from an 18 at the bust to a 20 at the waist and hips, just to give me that little extra room around the hips. So I cut my fabric and I made the dress and I made a sash for it. And I don't have any pictures of it on me, but in the end, I love the dress just as is without the sash. Go figure. So I have it here. I made it with a viscose poplin print that I got from Blackbird Fabric a while ago now. And I made the elasticated sleeves, which are really nice. And I really didn't get the feel of these in the muslin because I did not use the elastic in the muslin. And it really changes the look quite a bit. This is the elastic at the waist. Yeah, no accidents or incidents with, the flower placements. Yeah, this is really nice. I'm really happy with this. It's nice and light, which is perfect because I'm going to be wearing this to a party tonight, Friday night. And it's really hot in Montreal today. It's actually going to be really hot all weekend. So this is going to be perfect for dinner and a nice warm evening. So I'm really pleased with this. I will take pictures of me when I put it on with my hair all done and ready for the party. And I will share those when I talk to you about my August makes in early September. So that was project number 1 for the week. And who knew it would end up being so successful, because I really did dislike the muslin quite a bit, but the finished dress is nice. So lesson learned here. Make a muslin. By all means, make a muslin, but make it to test the fit. And if overall the fit is good and you think it's going to work, just cut into your fabric, because I hated the muslin and I love the dress. I also made a hug hoodie for my daughter this week. So I made 3 of those for myself. And my latest one, my daughter absolutely loved and asked if I could make her one. So I used a beautiful bamboo, it's a bamboo cotton stretch fleece, I think it's called, from Blackbird Fabrics. I bought this fabric in one of their remnant sales. So I bought 2 pieces. I managed to get 2 pieces totaling about 1.5 yards. And it was perfect. I even have some small pieces left if I want to make like a scrunchies or something. So that's what I used for the main body. And the hem, I used leftover white French terry. And I love this. This is so cute. I used one of my labels, so handmade, which I almost forgot to put in. So I had to stitch it onto the seam allowance here instead of under it. But yeah, love this. It's got the hood. She hasn't tried it on yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to fit. I mean, even if it's a little bit big on her, no biggie. She'll be layering it with stuff anyways. So yes, very, very happy with my hug hoodie. I sent her a picture of it. She's very happy and she is picking it up this weekend. And my final project, or my final finished project from the week, are midnight slippers from I think it's Stitch Upon a Time. I'm going to put links to everything down below. I heard about these slippers from Adam Sews here on YouTube because he made a few of these and even recorded a tutorial to make them. Now he's funny because he starts the tutorial with, I recorded this because the instructions are pretty useless, or something along those lines. So I just skipped the instructions altogether and just did what Adam said to do. And it worked out perfectly. And I've got a cute pair of slippers. Now, I used basically scraps from my stash. This is a quilting cotton, and inside I used leftover sweater knit from a cardigan I made for my grandmother earlier this summer. And it worked out really, really well, but I can see that the sole is gonna get, yeah, pretty yucky pretty soon. Also, I made what I thought was going to be a big size for me, and they're a little snug, and I did only take a 1/4 inch seam allowance. So if you're gonna make these, yeah, check the length on your feet, because yeah, they're a little snug on me, but they're super cute. And now I'm gonna make a ton of these. Like I said in my, can't remember which video, I'm gonna make a bunch of these, put them in a basket at the front door so that the kids and grandkids can wear them when they come over, because it's cold at Papa's house in the winter because Mammy is always hot. So yes, so success. And Adam, you are absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for the tutorial. It literally took me like an hour to make these just by following your video. As far as stuff that I've got going on, or things that are in progress or planned for this coming weekend and next week, I've got a cedar dolman by Cashmerette all cut from my Beyond the Pink Door box. You can't really see it, but it's like right here. It's a nice rainbow type stripe. I'm really looking forward to making this. And I've got the baby quilt along video that is coming out next week. So I started working on prepping my fabric, and getting cutting and recording the videos. So that's coming at you Tuesday next week, and I'm super excited about it. As far as life, as I said, I'm on vacation, so it's been pretty chill around here lately. We had one of our grandsons turned 5 on Sunday. Well, actually, he turned 5 this week, but we had a birthday party for him on Sunday past. A lot of people, a lot of children. His parents had really gone all out, and it was a little bit crazy, to be honest. And I don't know if I've always been like that or if it's the pandemic that has made me a little antisocial, but yeah, after 3 hours of screaming children and really hot sun, and yeah, I'd pretty much, I'd had it. So I turned to hubby and I said, okay, can we just leave now? So we kind of slipped out the back door and went home. But it was nice. It was nice to see all the kids and grandkids and everything. It was just a lot. Just a lot that I'm not used to anymore. And I don't know that I will ever get back to enjoying being in a place with lots and lots of very loud noises and a lot of people. So yeah, so that was the birthday party. Now I just finished saying that, and I have another party to go to tonight, but this time it's going to be all adults, which is good. It's in a nice restaurant, so it shouldn't be very, very loud. And I'm thinking there's not going to be that many people, so it'll be nice. It'll be a nice evening spent with my family, and my sister's closest friends. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Besides that, it's been, we took some drives to the country. I love being out in the country, so we took some drives and went to eat some good food, and we're just taking it really, really easy, which is very, very nice. So yeah, and next week is going to be more of the same, I think. Yeah, no big plans for my second week off. Yeah, just relaxing, which is awesome. Jen's question of the week this week is, how do you store your fabric? Yeah, I don't have a great system. I mean, the system I've had for years, and I use that system for my quilting fabric, which is typically smaller pieces of fabric. So, I buy a bunch of fat quarters or half yards. Those are pretty easy to fold into small-ish pieces and store in the plastic bins that I have. And I'll insert a picture of the bins I have. So I'm still using that for my dressmaking fabric, but it's really not working. Maybe I just need to find a better folding method. I don't know. So I'm basically just stuffing everything into these bins. But I'm running out of space. So either I need to stop buying fabric or find a better system or sew more. I don't know. So I have these plastic bins. I also have a dresser in my sewing room that I can use to store fabrics. And usually what I do is the fabric comes in, I don't wash immediately because it has a tag on it, and I just like to keep it nicely folded. So I put it away in the bins, and then once I wash it, then I tend to just cut it immediately and make something. But sometimes I wash a piece of fabric and then change my mind about what I'm going to make. So now I've got a washed piece of fabric. I don't want to put it back in the plastic bins. So I put that in the dresser. So I have my washed fabric in the dresser and my unwashed in those fabric bins. And I keep pointing there because they're under my desk. So yeah, I think part of my plans for the fall is going to be to rearrange my fabric storage system, and I might film a video about that, so organizing my stash and storing everything so that, you know, it's safe. I don't want my fabric to get damaged or anything. I am in a basement. I mean, we've never been flooded, but you never know. So my system needs to make sure my fabric is safe. I do have cats that get onto everything and into everything. So it needs to have drawers. It needs to shut, to close, so it doesn't get full of pet hair. So yeah, so I need a new system is basically what I'm saying. And I will probably film a video once I make up my mind and decide on a system, and basically show you my stash and how I'm going to organize it. How about you? How do you store your fabric stash? Do you have a lot of fabric? Do you have a very elaborate system? Please, I'd love to know. So any suggestions welcome in the comments below. And that's going to do it for me this week. I hope you have had a wonderful week and that you have an even better weekend. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up on your way out and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you soon.